Hey everybody, so today is January 23rd, 2025. I had to look at my display over here just to make sure it was in fact the right date. In this video I'm going to be talking about something that's probably on the minds of people who are trying to make a decision in regards to an existing computer they have, like an older system, or let's say you have a computer that you're looking to sell. Should you put Windows 10 on that system, or should you put Windows 11 on that system? And honestly, this really has to do with computers that don't meet the system requirements for Windows 11, also known on this channel as the Microsoft Elite Class system requirements. And that is because, well, the system requirements are just absolutely ridiculous. They prevent Windows 11 from running on computers that could run it just fine. And these computers, well, they're stuck with an operating system, Microsoft operating system, that loses support in less than a year. And that's a problem if you're trying to sell a computer. Many people are not going to want to buy a computer that has an operating system that's not going to have support for a year. Now, granted, Windows 10 is still very popular, and it's still the most popular operating system when you count the number of computers it's installed on. It's still the majority. And that alone could be a problem for Microsoft coming soon. Now, of course, Microsoft, what they're doing for home users is they are offering ESUs to home users. Basically, you pay Microsoft $30 and they will offer you another year of updates and support for Windows 10. Basically, security updates, no new features. Well, I say it kind of loosely because sometimes Microsoft does pull a fast one and release new features randomly. But, so yeah, pay Microsoft $30 and get another year of security patches. But the thing is, if you're selling a computer, it's like, okay, could you just bypass the requirements and install Windows 11? Think of it like this. Windows 10 ends support October 14th of this year, 2025. Okay. Windows 11 23H2 loses support, at least for 23H2. We'll lose support shortly thereafter, sometime later in October. I don't know the exact date. However, Windows 11 24H2, the current version of Windows 11 as of to date, it gets support until October of 2026. And I think it's October 13th, 2026 to be exact. So, on a computer that doesn't meet the Microsoft Elite Class system requirements, provided it is new enough to support Windows 11 24H2, meaning it has at least an Intel i3, i5, or i7 or equivalent CPU, or AMD Bulldozer or newer CPU, you could install Windows 11 24H2 on that system, bypassing the requirements, of course, using one of several means or methods. And that computer will receive updates and security patches for roughly a year longer than if you install Windows 10 on that same hardware. So now, honestly, and the thing is, I can't endorse doing this because obviously you're bypassing official system requirements from Microsoft, but y'all know I've been doing this for years. Ever since Windows 11 came out, I've been installing Windows 11 on systems that don't meet the requirements. Now, I haven't really sold hardly any computers with Windows 11. Well, for one reason is because I haven't really been active in selling computers, but I'm looking to pick that back up this year because you can see got a whole stack of non-Elite Class certified PCs back there from Dell. Optiplex 390s, they don't meet the Microsoft Elite Class requirements because they have the i5 2500 CPU, or I can't remember which one it is, but yeah, they're from like 2012, so they don't meet the Elite Class requirements. But I'm honestly to the point where I'm like, I don't give a crap. I don't care. I'm going to put Windows 11 on that hardware, and I'm going to sell those computers with Windows 11 with a disclaimer to the customer saying, this FYI, this computer does not officially support Windows 11. However, it will receive updates and support later than Windows 10 will on the same hardware. So, yes, it's like Windows 11 will receive support later on computers that don't meet the requirements than Windows 10 would on those systems. So I'm like, okay, we'll just put Windows 11 on the computer. Now, I know many of you are going to say, just ditch Microsoft altogether and install Linux Mint. or whatever build of Linux, Ubuntu, whatever. Yes, Linux is a great option. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like Linux, but the truth is, at the end of the day, the vast majority of the people I sell computers to, they're looking for Microsoft Windows. They're not looking for Linux. They're looking for Microsoft Windows because they need Microsoft Windows for whatever they're doing, or they just want Microsoft Windows because Microsoft Windows is the most popular of all the operating systems. And that's kind of the, you know, that's what we're having to deal with. Now I can say, yes, Linux is becoming more and more viable. It's getting easier and easier to install as it has evolved. I've got videos up on the channel of me installing Linux on various computers, and it is a great option for someone who's just browsing the internet or has software that is supported on Linux. But and of course, yes, there is Wine to run Windows applications on Linux, but sometimes people don't want to do that. They just want to have Windows. And yes, I agree. In many cases, Linux would be better than Windows 11 or Windows 10 on that hardware. But anyways, assuming you have to choose between Windows 10 and Windows 11, I'm beginning to lean more toward Windows 11, even if it don't meet the system requirements. So, what do you think about this? Here it is, 2025, January 2025. Windows 10 will end support in less than 10 months. Windows 11 24H2 on the same hardware if you bypass the requirements and the hardware is new enough to support 24H2. It has the proper CPU instructions. Will receive support a year after Windows 10 support ends. Now, of course, down the road, assuming the next build of Windows 11 is 25H2, it will receive support until, I guess, 2027. Now, whenever Microsoft does decide to release the next Windows, if they call it Windows 12 or whatever they want to call it, they'll probably do what they did with Windows 10, where the last feature build of Windows 10 will receive support for the rest of the remaining 10-year life cycle of that version of Windows. See, Microsoft in years past, for example, with Windows 7, Windows 7 is a good example, and Windows 8 is another good example. Windows Vista is another example. Now, Windows XP got extra support because XP was immensely popular. But Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8.1, they had 10-year life cycles. Windows 10 is having a 10-year life cycle. It came out in 2015 and it's running out of support in 2025. Windows 11 came out in 2021, so theoretically the last build of Windows 11 could receive support till 2031. Who knows? But yes, what do you think about this? Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody. Thanks for watching this video from Q channel. If this is your first time, please subscribe to the channel and tick the bell so you get notified of a new video I post. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment, and share this video as well as the channel with your friends to get the word out. In addition, I have a second YouTube channel. That's CubeCompMTDX. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for your support.